Pyká's innovative approach to project management is oriented around search. When people use project storage systems, most of their time is often spent searching. Sometimes they're searching for an old, irrelevant, or a reoccurring project. Often their work is stored in a network storage drive, and most of the time their work is organized in a top-down hierarchy. For instance, one level of folders might organize things by year, another level might organize things by client, and a third level might organize things by campaign. And at the bottom will be the project files. To find anything, you need to know the year a project was created, the client it was created for, and a campaign the project belongs to in order to find your project files. There are two problems with this method. The first problem is that this system wastes time. In our example, if someone doesn't remember one of those items, they'll have to dig through everything at the level they forgot to find what they're looking for. And if you don't know multiple items, or are the victim of a slow network, it gets exponentially harder to find your project data. The second problem with this approach is duplication of common files. Since most project storage systems store things in absolute locations on your storage volume, any file that exists in two projects also exists twice in the storage volume. Common files that get reused waste space, and the way we search for things wastes time. Pyká orients everything around search. In Pyká, the three categories from our example are search tags. Instead of having to remember exactly where you put your projects and assets, everything exists in the same common library space and you find them through search. So you can use anything you remember about them to search for them. You don't even have to have a perfect idea of what you remember, because Pyká allows you to adjust how rigid or flexible your search is. And once an asset exists in a library, no matter how many times it's used, it is stored only once. So let's take a look at how Pyká does search. All search results are displayed inside the visualizer. The visualizer shows you your data in an icon view or a tree view. The icon view shows you your search results in a row of icons. The tree view shows you the edit history of a project or asset you've selected. When you make a selection, Pyká displays the name of your selection and some information about it. The search bar is where the magic happens. In Pyká, all searches combine a mix of tags. A tag represents the search type you're searching for. There are 10 different types of tags: campaign, category, client, description, extension, name, project ID, time, user, and any. Let's take a look at the different tags and what they do. The campaign tag searches for the name of a campaign your projects were a part of. The category tag searches for different categories that apply to your projects or assets. The client tag searches for projects or assets that belong to a certain client. The description tag searches for the description field of your projects. The extension tag searches for file extensions of your assets, such as JPEG or MP3. The name tag searches for your project's name or any of the names your assets may have gone by when they were used in a project. The project ID tag searches for the IDs you may have given your projects. The time tag searches for the time you added your project or asset to the library, such as day, month, year, and season. The user tag searches for projects that have been created or edited by a certain user. And the any tag is a tag that searches all search types. Let's learn how to make a tag. Simply click in the search bar and start typing. As you type, Pyká will begin to make suggestions for you to help complete your tag. Tags tell Pyká to display only results that fit them. So if you type FEB, Pyká will probably suggest a time tag for the month of February. If you see a suggestion that matches what you're looking for, press the down arrow to highlight it, and press Enter to tell Pyká to create your tag. If you don't see something you like among Pyká's suggestions, you can create your tag by pressing either the Enter or the comma key. This will turn your tag into an any tag. Tags look for an exact match in their search type. So for instance, if you have a time tag that says WED, then Pyká will only display search results for projects or assets created on a date with WED in it, like Wednesday. When you combine different kinds of tags, Pyká limits the search results even further to results matching those tags. For instance, if you add a name tag that says Los Angeles, Pyká will display only the projects and assets that were created on a Wednesday and have Los Angeles in their names. But this is a pretty rigid way to search, isn't it? What if you're not sure about the day of the week your project and asset was created on? What if you think the name could be New York? What if you just want to see the results matching both? Most search engines require users to learn complex Boolean search languages, but not in Pyká. In Pyká, tags of the same search category allow results that match either tag. So if you create a time tag for Wednesday and another for Thursday, Pyká will show results from Wednesday and Thursday. And if you create a name tag for Los Angeles and another for New York, Pyká will show results of projects and assets with Los Angeles or New York in their names. And if you combine the time tags for Wednesday and Tuesday and the name tags for Los Angeles and New York, Pyká will only display results created on a Wednesday or Tuesday with Los Angeles and New York in the name. Category tags are a little different than the other tags. Tags can be combined to show results matching either, but category tags are independent of each other. So Pyká will only show results matching every category tag you've used. Now you might be thinking, what if you want to change a tag into another tag? For instance, what if you typed WED and hit enter, and now you're seeing projects you created on Wednesdays and other projects with wedding in the name? To convert a tag, click the arrow on the right side of the tag. Pyká will give you any possibility for converting a tag into another tag. So if you typed WED and click the arrow, Pyká will show you a time tag for everything created on a Wednesday, a name tag for anything named wedding, and an any tag as a catch-all for both. Editing tags is also simple. Let's say you see a typo in one of your tags. To edit a tag, just double-click on the tag and change it. You can also search inside items in the sidebar, such as a project or project branch or a compilation. This becomes useful because sometimes you just want to search through the assets of your open projects or a specific branch. To search inside a sidebar item, select it in the sidebar and create your search tags like a normal search. To switch back to searching the whole library, command-click your sidebar item to deselect it, or click any blank space in the sidebar to deselect. Pyká also allows you to isolate by the type of thing you're looking for. There are 3 checkboxes below the search bar which represent the result type. By default, Pyká is set to display projects only. This way users can get an at-a-glance look at their projects. But you can also display results for assets and saved project branches. Just check the boxes of the type of results you're looking for, and Pyká will display them. Since Pyká is designed to search based on what people remember, it wouldn't be a very good system if Pyká didn't account for the fact that people misremember things. In other words, even with Pyká's flexibility, the simple fact of the matter is, sometimes people get a little confused. This is called search rigidity. Search engines shouldn't be rigid because people's brains aren't rigid. To make your search more flexible, click the Show More button. Every time you click it, your search will allow for more mistakes. To show less mistakes, click the Show Less button. There's one more thing to cover when it comes to search: hidden items. Some Pyká projects will bring items into your library that you will never need to see or search for again. These are things like helper or info files. Since Pyká never deletes anything, we might want to hide a few of these files so they stay out of our hair. These types of files are necessary for recreating projects, but hinder our search efforts. To remove obstructive items from view, select the file and press the delete key. When the managing user's computer refreshes the library, it will note the change and the file will become invisible. This project on our left brought in lots of new files, but there are a bunch of font files that we will never need to see again when we search. How about we remove them? In our search bar, let's type the extension of the files to make selecting them easier. Now let's select them all and press the delete key. Pyká verifies that we want to do this and the change is sent. But wait, there was a JPEG in our project that isn't in the visualizer. Let's change the font extension to the JPEG extension. Let's turn on the Show Hidden Items option in the visualizer. Let's also turn off the Show Regular Items option in the visualizer so we're only looking at our hidden items. Now let's select the missing file and click the Edit button. Let's deselect the hidden checkbox. Now let's upload our changes and we're done.